dreams just random images fired from an unconscious brain during sleep? Or something much more important, like life-saving inner guidance? How dreams can be healing and early warning tools for disease, financial crisis, or success. And love is still one of the behavioral science's greatest unanswered questions. Hello, I'm your host, author Kat Kanavos. Welcome to Dreaming Healing, where dreams and cutting-edge scientific research meet on syndicated Dream Vision 7 radio network. Dreaming Healing is every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, with live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, when you can call in and ask Kat questions about your amazing dreams. Talk on air. Call toll-free, 833-220-1200. That's 833-220-1200. Come live your dreams out loud with Kat.
Good evening, everyone. I am so glad you're here. Just for those of you who may be new, if you're only listening right now and you would like to see our show, because it is live and you can see it, you can go to my website by Googling The Queen of Dreams, The Queen of Dreams, or you can Google my name, Kat Kanavos. That's Kanavos. It'll take you to my website. And if you look up in the top right-hand corner, there's a little button there that says Dream Vision 7. Click that. It'll take you to my Dream Vision 7 Radio TV Network website page. And you'll scroll down, you'll see a little box, looks like a TV set with little antennas. Click that and you get to watch us right now. So I'm so glad you're watching this program because it's really an important one tonight. We as women have long been the keepers of the mystical flame of life, possibly because we're the ones who grow life. So female intuition is one of the innate gifts we brought here onto the earth plane with us from the other side. Women gathered herbs to heal the sick and protect their tribes, and they invited their higher power to intervene for family prosperity by invoking the power of prayer, meditation, dreams. We all know I'm into dreams, right? Art, dance, and music. They enlightened and educated the community with their power of word. Way back when, around the campfires, around the caves, it was just the power of spoken word. But today, it's the power of written word. More authors are female authors than male authors. Did you know that? Yeah, it's true. So tonight, our guests, we have some amazing women with us from First Unity Campus in St. Petersburg, Florida, to talk about women, mysticism, and our spirit expressing. And we're going to be talking about a lot more, but first,
consciousness.
Start off with our meditation. And for those of our guests that are on right now, I'm not sure what the noise is back there. This is live TV. Sometimes we get dogs. Sometimes we get cats jumping up here. Sometimes we get babies that want to be held. So it's all part of the fun of having a live show. You never really know what's going to happen. So anyhow, we're going to start with the show off with my favorite protection and cleansing meditation. So get comfortable. Kind of sit deep in your chair. Roll your shoulders a little bit. Relax. For those of you who are new, first of all, for those of you who are driving, do not close your eyes. Keep your eyes on the road. I promise you this will still work. We women are going to do this for you. Okay? You keep your eyes on the road. We're going to take 3 deep breaths in. We're going to hold them while any negativities that we might have picked up since the last show get caught into that breath of life. And then we're going to blow them out across the room into the purple flame of Saint Germain, where they're going to get converted into positive golden light and return to the universe. That way, we're not littering. Okay, and then when we're done doing that, we're going to imagine a power gift in our hand. Now, your power gift can be anything at all. It can be a piece of jewelry a deceased loved one gave you. It can be a piece of jewelry a living loved one gave you. It can be your favorite crystal. It can be your favorite flower. Anything that holds the power of love for you. It can be big. It can be small. It can be your boat. Just imagine holding it in your hand. We're going to spin it around us in our imagination. We're going to create a mirrored bubble that only is going to let that which is of the highest invest in. Okay, ready? All right. Deep breath in. Hold it. Imagine any negativity, something someone said to you, maybe today, connecting to that breath of life. Blow it out across the room. Right into the purple flame of Saint Germain. Deep breath in again. Fill up your lungs. Fill them all the way up. Maybe you're remembering something from your childhood that's been holding you back, something negative. Imagine it going into that breath of life, and let's blow it out across the room into the purple flame. One more deep breath in. Really, really deep. Fill your lungs up. Any stubborn negativities, something someone said to you that's kind of stuck with you, gets pulled into that breath of life. Something you said to someone, snapped at them, it's in that breath of life. Something you saw that's bothering you, it's in that breath of life. Blow it out across the room. Empty your lungs all the way down. See it being transformed into beautiful golden light and returned to the universe. Now imagine holding your power gift of love in your hand. Imagine swinging it all around your body and creating this beautiful bubble of mirrored light around you that only allows that which is of the highest and best and brought to you by your spirit gods. Only that may be brought into that mirrored bubble. Everything else is reflected back from whence it came. We wish it so, and therefore it is. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes and feel yourself becoming centered. Until then, you can just listen to me. We learn so much from women in our lives. We learn tricks and shortcuts to life's successes, and we learn how to heal our bodies and our minds and our hearts. There was nothing like a woman's kiss to heal a child's bruised finger or bruised heart. Children, women, and children go together. Female intuition and mysticism go together, and they all go together like peanut butter and jelly. We're blessed with 5 Unity Reverends who are here to talk with us tonight about women, mysticism, and our spirit expressing. Now, one of the women could not make it tonight, so we're just going to talk about her while she's not here. You know, I've done that before. We get a big kick out of it. Another of the Reverends is going to come in around 8:30. She's going to come in about halfway through the show because she's going to be marrying people tomorrow, and she's at their recital dinner tonight. But she's going to pop in because this is really important to her. And rather than me reading their really long, impressive, unbelievably impressive bios, I mean, I remember reading these bios and going, I can't believe I'm going to be on a show with these women. I felt like this big when I was all done. So what I'm going to do is just introduce them and give a one-liner, and then I'm going to ask them to tell you what they do and why they do it. Okay, I think that's way better than me reading lines and lines and lines and you going, they do what? They do what? I'm going to let them explain it to you. So let's start with our Reverend Serena Hemmer, and she is an ordained metaphysical minister. Welcome, Serena. Tell us a little more about what you do and why you do it.
Well, I'm multifaceted, Kathleen, for
You
sure.
are.
I am an ordained metaphysical New Thought minister, and I have been ordained since 2006. And I'm also a licensed clinical social worker here in Florida with a master's degree in clinical counseling, mostly focused on families and children, but also women's issues, and have been doing that for over 30 years now. And at First Unity, I'm blessed to be on the spiritual leadership team, and I'm the director of the youth ministry, Yes, Youth Expressing Spirit. And as a healer, I am certified in a few things, so I won't go all through that list, but I see myself as a multimodality healer. And I use cosmic sound, vibrational healing, as well as, Reiki and other energy type approaches in healing. And I also use art and a variety of the arts, but mostly visual media to help people heal from within. And that's part of what we'll be doing, and we'll be talking about, I guess, a little bit more later.
Yes,
You
we're
want me
going to
talk
be
about that more?
Well, we're going to all be doing a retreat together. That's why I'm having all these incredible ministers and on. And I've got to tell you, when I was writing up their bios, I was going, what am I doing with these women? These women are incredible. And I'm going to be doing dreams and masks. Yes, I'm very good at it, but my gosh, these women are unbelievable. But, that was a very short bio that Reverend Serena just gave you. And if you go again to my website on dreamvision7radionetwork.com, you'll see all of their bios really this long on the page, and you'll see their pictures, so you'll know which bio goes with whom. And definitely go there, because all of their links are interactive. You can click on them and just have a blast. Take a cup of coffee, sit down, and plan to be on that website for a while, because it's like a treat from heaven. So Serena, you're going to be leading in our retreat that we're going to be doing with women, mysticism, and spirit expressing. You are going to be working with your inner mystical self, a healing art experience, and cosmic vibrational sound healing, pulling knowledge into practice, right?
Yes. Yes, that's right. And so the experience will be interactive, the healing art experience. And so we'll go through meditation, and we'll also use a process that I use often in counseling. And we'll be using both our dominant and our non-dominant hands to go within and create and discover and create visual art of your inner mystical self. So you're going to discover more parts of yourself, maybe, and then we'll also do some cosmic vibrational healing, which will include crystal bowls and also chanting. And I'm going to combine what I've learned is a correlation between the ancient solfeggio tones and the
What is that? I
the
know
ancient
my
solfeggio
audience is
tones.
going, what?
Yeah, what is that? What is that? Well, the solfeggio tones were the first time that anybody put a syllable to a sound. And this is what our current music scale is based on, our do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and then do again. But it starts with different syllables. So they'll learn those tones, the syllables of those, and be able to chant those and discover and experience physically the correspondence of those tones and their chakras, the energy centers of the body, the 7 energy centers, the main ones. And also they'll be able to experience light language, which is is pretty interesting. And if you look out on YouTube, you'll find lots of people speaking it now. When I first started speaking it spontaneously, while I was washing my dishes in 2011, there weren't any videos except 3 out there on YouTube about people speaking cosmic or galactic light languages. So we'll also experience the vibration of that. Everything vibrates. We're all just vibrating strings of energy. And so is sound, so is light. And when sound is at a certain frequency, it's more healing than other frequencies. So we'll discover those healing frequencies, and that's what that one's about. And we'll be doing.
You gonna be helping the class to learn how to speak this light language? Because that sounds fascinating. I want to learn more about that already.
They may be activated. It's not something I can teach, but it is definitely something they will experience. And we'll talk about what they experience too.
Oh my gosh, this event's going to be so awesome. Okay, so we're going to come back to you, Reverend Serena. We're going to be coming right back to talk about this some more. I just want to tell you a little bit about Reverend Maria Flournoy. And she's not with us yet. She's the one who's going to be coming in at 8:30. And she is a Science of Mind minister. And she's an author and a spiritual guide who teaches energy courses, workshops, and Western Feng Shui. Reverend Maria also is active in the business community. I'll bet you never thought these ministers were regular business people like you guys watching right now in the audience, right? Well, they are. I'm telling you what, they're just amazing. She is a business coach for interior design trade, and she's a member and minister at First Unity. She focuses on supporting and empowering others in being and seeing the love that they already are. So we're going to have her tell us a little more about what she does in her ministry when she comes on, but she's going to be doing transformational energy tools. She's going to be, during the event, she's going to be teaching the students or whoever, the students, yeah, that's what they are, transformational energy tools for today, shifting your paradigm. And she's got two parts, part 1 and part 2. So she's going to be doing one part on one day and the second part on the second day. She's going to let you dream on the first part until the second part, the second day. So we're really looking forward to having her come on and tell us a little bit more about what she does. Then we have Reverend Carolyn Ballinger, and she is a New Thought minister. She was recently ordained in New Thought ministry through ILLLI, which is the Institute for Leadership and Lifelong Learning International, and that's ILLLI. And she has been a Unity Truth student for over 30 years. Welcome to the show, Reverend Carolyn.
Hi, how's it going?
Great. So Reverend Carolyn, tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Well, like I say, I've been a Unity Truth student for over 30 years. I've also been a chaplain and a prayer partner for almost 15 years.
And what do they do?
So my joy is praying with people, one-on-one or leading group meditations.
Mm-hmm.
I love getting into that energy of feeling in the oneness. And so for my experience at the retreat, we're going to be having a short meditation and then be using our non-dominant hand to receive messages from Source. And I'll tell you a little bit about my journey and why I feel that's important and how I discovered that in my lifetime. So.
Yeah. So, for our audience, when you're right-handed, you're actually using your left side of the brain. Your left side of the brain controls the whole right side of your body. And when you are using the right side of your brain, it's controlling the left side of your body. So what Reverend Carolyn is going to be doing is helping us to become a bi-brain. And the reason that is so important, because everybody knows that watches me, I'm a psychologist. And so I taught psychology at USF. And by being a bi-brain, you're able to hold two opposing thoughts in your head at the same time. And Einstein said, the most intelligent people in the world can hold two opposing thoughts in their brain at the same time, weigh them, but not judge them. And by doing so, they become a bi-brain, and they start using both sides of their brain to get all the information they can about whatever they're focused on. And that's what Reverend Carolyn Ballinger is going to help us do. Is that amazing or what? All right, so we're not done yet. It gets even better. Reverend Carolyn does retreats, and she instructs on getting quiet and listen, using your non-dominant hand, and receive messages from source. And that's what you're going to be doing, right, Carolyn?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so exciting. Then we've got Reverend Sandra Kitt. She won't be with us here tonight unless she happens to pop in, because she is traveling. And these reverends have a way of doing that. They know what you're doing and they just pop in. So Reverend Sandra is a Mayhem to Miracles, Sacred Stories of Transformational Hope author. If you have been watching my shows, you know that I interviewed all of those authors, and she was one of the authors I interviewed. She's also a retired major in the United States Army. She's a teacher, a counselor, and currently part of the First Unity Ministry team in St. Petersburg, Florida. And she's committing to helping people thrive. Reverend Sandra leads retreats and instructs on thriving, dreams, and spirituality. And if you watch the Mayhem to Miracles interview I did with her, she talked about how she was given a mixture of pharmaceuticals in the hospital when she went in for a checkup, and it left her paralyzed, completely paralyzed. All she could do was blink and move her pinky finger. And then Reverend Temple Hayes came in and said, "Are you ready to get out of here?" And she just looked at her and she said, "Blink if you want to get out of here." And Sandra said, "I was blinking as fast as I could." And over the course of a few years, she now skis. She does these retreats. She's an amazing minister, and she's going to be at this retreat, this women's mystical retreat as well. And then we have Reverend Dr. Professor Aileen Curtin. Yeah, you heard it all. Dr., Reverend, or Reverend, Doctor, doesn't matter. They're both really incredible. Professor Aileen Curtin, and she's an interfaith minister, and she is the ILLLI Dean of Education. And that's, again, that ILLLI. She serves as the Dean of Education for the ILLLI Institute for Leadership and Lifelong Learning International. She's a native of Ireland, and she earned a bachelor's degree in education and a diploma in religious instruction from Mary Immaculate College of Education in Limerick, Ireland. She has a master's degree. She has her PhD in curriculum and instruction. She she also taught grades K through 12 for 16 years in Ireland, in Kansas, and in Texas. And then she also taught undergraduate and graduate students in the School of Education. She founded and was the director of the Doctorate in Education, ED degree program, and chaired doctoral dissertations. Yes, she's going to be teaching one of the classes for the event as well. And she is extremely amazing. She's a certified yoga instructor, and a Reiki instructor, an artist, ordained minister. The list goes on. Again, if you go to my Dreaming Healing page in Dream Vision 7 Radio Network, all of these bios are in there with hot links. And what that means for you who may not know, I didn't know that stuff when I was starting out with computers too. The hot link is the purple bluish link underneath all the bios, and you just touch them and they'll take you right where you want to go. They'll take you right to the information, and you can learn more about all of these fabulous, fabulous instructors, reverends, and women. So I want to start with you, Reverend Serena. What does mysticism mean to you?
Well, the first time I heard the word mystic was when I was the expressive arts clinician at First Unity Methodist Children's Home in Westerville, Ohio. And I was talking to the pastor there, and I was telling him about some of the experiences I've had where I'm clairvoyant, clairaudient, claircognizant, and how I just intuitively seem to know what to bring into a counseling session with the youth. And they were in a residential treatment center at the time. That's where I was working. And how he would say, how do you do this? We hear your stories. We hear these healing stories of the youth. And how do you even come up with these things? And I told him, it just comes in and comes through me. I just stay open. It comes in and comes through me.
Reverend Serena, can we hold that thought before you tell us any more about it? We have to go to a commercial break. This is a real radio TV show, and we've got to take a commercial break. You are listening to Dreaming Healing on Dream Vision 7 Radio Network. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey, quit smiling.
Can diagnose your life? What if we can meet the love of our life in dreams? Join host Kat Kanavos, the #1 internationally best-selling author of Dreams That Can Save Your Life, written with Duke University medical doctor Larry Burke. Dreaming Healing is where we'll explore dreams, research, and interpret dreams from you, the caller. Dreaming Healing shows can be heard every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern, with live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time on syndicated Dream Vision 7 Radio Network. Come live your dreams out loud with Kat.
Omega Institute, offering workshops, retreats, and online learning dedicated to awakening the best in the human spirit. For over 40 years, Omega has seen more than 1 million people come through its doors to grow, learn, and find a greater sense of purpose. With over 350 workshops to choose from, Omega offers something for everyone. Located in Rhinebeck, New York, just 90 miles north of New York City, Omega's natural environment and quiet pace allow for extraordinary experiences to unfold. Learn more at eomega.org or call 877-944-2002. Again, 877-944-2002.
Have you met your physician within yet? The Nautilus and multi-award winning book, Surviving Cancerland, Intuitive Aspects of Healing, is a memoir that takes you down the rabbit hole of healing dreams and interpretations, mixed with conventional medicine and treatments. Listen to the hookah-puffing caterpillar ask, "Who are you?" Dr. Bernie Siegel says Kathleen's story is powerful, honest, and eye-opening. Surviving Cancerland, Intuitive Aspects of Healing by 3-time breast cancer survivor Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Buy the book and audio at KathleenO'KeefeKanavos.com and worldwide through Amazon and other retailers.
Ever had a strange dream? Nautilus Award winner, Dreams That Can Save Your Life, Early Warning Signs of Cancer and Other Diseases by Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos and Duke University radiologist Dr. Larry Burke. Forward by Dr. Bernie Siegel, shares how people like you self-advocated in the face of adversity and won using dreams. Read life-saving dream stories validated by medical reports. Hear how dreams of dead loved ones saved lives. Use interpretations and journaling as roadmaps in your waking world for health, wealth, and love. Dreams That Can Save Your Life. Early Warning Signs of Cancer and Other Diseases. Buy the audio and book at KathleenO'KeefeKanavos.com in English and Italian worldwide and through Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other retailers.
This is Dream Vision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, life flow.
Welcome back to Dreaming Healing on Dream Vision 7 Radio Network. I'm your host, Kat Kanavos, Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, but my friends all call me Kat, so I hope you will too. We got so interested in what we were talking about, ladies. We flew through 2 minutes of the commercial. So we're actually going to take the next one 2 minutes later, but it's okay. And we have Reverend Maria Flournoy with us. There she is. So I'm really excited. Hopefully she's connecting to the audio. Can we unmute her so we can talk to her? Reverend Maria, can you unmute yourself? Maybe not. We're just going to see the beautiful rose. Okay. All right. Well, just before we went to our break, Reverend Serena, we were talking about what mysticism meant to you. Do you want to pick that back up again and finish?
Sure. So when I was telling him, how I come up with these ideas of what to do through the arts and the healing sessions and counseling sessions with our the youth there, he said, "You're a mystic." And I said, "What does that mean?" And he said, you're completely connected and you're open channel. You're an open channel for allowing spirit and all that is to move through you. And so I guess that's really what I never thought of that question. I've never thought of that question, Kathleen. Mm-hmm. So mm-hmm. Thank you for asking that question. So to me, it's being aware and tuned in to all the possibilities that have been since the beginning of time and are still coming forward for healing and for expanding and for expanding our soul and our awareness spiritually. And so, that's what it means to me, is spirit allowing and being a channel.
So many people, I noticed this, so many people get a little wigged out when you use the word mysticism. They're thinking of witches and cauldrons and Harry Potter wands, and it's not. A lot of it, I think, is female intuition. What are your feelings about that, Reverend Carolyn? What are your feelings of mysticism?
From a young age, I was always receiving messages. I'm a writer, and I've always received these downloads, and I just had to pick up a pen and start writing. And words would come to me, and they were usually in rhyme. And it was like, what's going on? Just start writing. And so I never called myself a mystic, but I did definitely feel those messages and knew that those downloads were coming from somewhere other than my own head. I would get done writing and look at it and go, I've never heard of such a thing, or I didn't understand what I had just written sometimes. Mm-hmm. It was amazing to me what it just came out of. I'm like, I just wrote that. Wow. And it would come out in rhyme, and there would be no erasures. There would be no, let me put this here and put that there. No, it would come out line for line in order and rhyming. And then when I was done, I would be done. And I've been doing that since I was about 11 or 12 years old. So and it wasn't like I said, hey, let me hear something. It just started coming. And had I not stopped to write it down, I'd have probably lost it all. But my grandmother had given me a diary when I was about 6, when I first started writing. And she said to me at that time, write in this what you can't say out loud. Write what you can't say out loud in this book. And so I started writing from a very young age. And when I started getting these messages, I started writing, and I have a whole big box of stuff that I've written through the years.
Oh,
hundreds of rhyming poems.
Yes, a book in the making. This show is live for our new audience and for you guys as well. And so it's live on YouTube. And I get messages actually on my phone from the producer. And she said that someone in YouTube said, I like the word spiritualist. I like spiritualists. So, you know, it's amazing. Although we're often taught, I know growing up, I was taught by my mother, no, you don't see auras. It's okay if you do, but you don't tell anyone. And if you hear voices from the dead, you don't tell anyone. And it scared her to death because she had been raised a Catholic in a convent. She lost her parents at a very early age. There's Maria at a very early age. And those nuns basically beat that out of her. You don't have those gifts. That's not something you ever talk about to anyone. That's evil. And so when I started displaying that at like 3 years of age, she knew I'd gotten it from my grandfather, who was a spiritualist. And so she felt it was really important to protect me from the world by telling me to keep it quiet, keep it in the closet. And I did. I kept it quiet. I kept it in the closet. I didn't tell anyone that I could see auras, that I could speak to the dead. They were often in my room talking to me, and it was okay. They didn't scare me. They scared me less than the living. Let me put it that way. And so then when I came down with breast cancer and the doctors were telling me I was healthy to go home, yet I was already in stage 2 with it in my lymph node, the spirit guides blew those doors off that closet. I'd kept them locked in. And they said, okay, we've been locked up for this many years since you were, 29. Now we're here. We're here for you, and we're not going to stay in the closet anymore. And I'm finding that is happening a lot with women today, because the women are the keepers of the flame. The women have the female intuition, and they need that in this world. Welcome to the show, Reverend Maria Flournoy.
I am so happy to be here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see you now. We're so glad you're here. So I did read a little bit of your bio to our live audience. And I told them when you popped on at around 8:30, and I told them why you were coming in late, and they were like all okay with it. Like I said, my phone is just absolutely full of texts coming in. They'd love to know more about you. So tell us a little bit about what you do, Reverend Maria.
Sure. Well, I started out really young as an interior designer in my early 20s. And I started seeing energies in people's homes. That's pretty much what how that started. I started seeing images of what was going to balance their homes, whether it was color or moving things, but then started seeing energy that didn't belong there. So when I dug deeper, obviously back then, that was back in, well, it was a while ago. I've been doing this for 35 years. So, okay. So back then it was very hard to explain to clients, look, this is what I'm seeing and we can do this and that. I studied feng shui in depth, but I also studied energy, so many wonderful masters and teachers until I developed my own way of doing things. And then I just would do interior design and do my energy work while I was doing it. So my slogan was interiors that feel good inside, meaning in your heart. I have been blessed with a beautiful, prosperous business, not needing to advertise. And the design industry is tricky. So, but I always say it doesn't come from me. It's always spirit that guides me into how to do, whether it's a home or a hotel, an office building. But over the years, I've developed these energy tools that I had started teaching about 6 years ago. And it's just been amazing. The journey has been magical and amazing. I believe that we are here to empower each other. I definitely believe we all have gifts, and supporting all of our gifts, knowing that we are one energy. I believe it with all my heart. We're one energy, and we're here really to uplift each of us on the planet. How we do it, many ways. There's many ways to do it. There's, if God or the universe is infinite, there's an infinite amount of ways to get there. So I'm thrilled to be part of that and supporting and teaching with Reverend Serena, Reverend Carolyn, and with you, Kathleen, Kat, call you Kat. I'm thrilled because we all believe in this empowering each other, uplifting. That's pretty much what I'm about in a nutshell, I think.
And so what is it that I know you do events and retreats. What are you going to be doing at this retreat?
Yes, I'm very excited. So I'm one segment or one class or portion, we're going to be doing transformational energy tools for today. So it's really easy to go to a class and learn energy tools, energy techniques, however you want to call it, processing. But I have a morning routine, and people ask me, how do you get up? And I don't laugh if you know me. How do you get up at 2 a.m. and have all this energy? And
Really?
I promise you, and I've been doing this for over 30 years, I think most of my life, I don't require a lot of sleep, but the energy tools that I've come up with support everybody and are easy throughout the day. So I'll give everyone a toolkit and we'll go through it. And one of the things is laughing out loud, just laughing. And I'm really happy to share these tools. So everyone, like if you're feeling exhausted and you don't know why, I think as we develop our intuition, then we do know why, whether it's coming from inside or outside of us. But there's an easy, quick technique that you can do to clear your energy and to bring in your essence. So that will be one segment. The other segment, if we end up doing 2 days on Sunday, is a processing technique where it's a process. It's not a technique, it's individualized, where we have everyone watch with their eyes and feel a transformation, a paradigm shift for one individual person. But as one person heals, we all heal. So that's how it works, right? As one person goes. So that shift it's a series of questions, and it's not a meditation. It's just, we talk to the different parts of self or the self. And as we're doing that, we're realizing that we are sovereign beings and we can choose, I don't need that emotion. Like easy, very easy. When it's witnessed in a group, it's magical. It's so magical. So that's what we'll be doing. It's fun.
Whoa, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so before we go back to talking about mysticism, now that you came in and you talked about what you were going to do, Reverend Carolyn talked about she's going to teach us how to write with our non-dominant hand. I'm going to be teaching dream interpretation, unmask your dreams, using these Venetian masks I've collected from all over the world. And this is the jokester. And the reason the jokester is my favorite mask, and I carry jokester with me everywhere, I take it back and forth from coast to coast, is because the jokester holds a very special part in everybody's life. Back during the medieval times, the jokester was allowed to tell the truth to all the royalty. They could say anything they wanted to, as long as they made you laugh while they were doing it. Again, Reverend Maria, the laughter. And so they could tell you anything that was going on, anyone who was getting ready to kill you, anything that they thought you needed to change, and you were not allowed to take their head or lock them up. So my thought is this: if you have a dream that maybe is telling you the truth, it's your fool, the jokester, the fool, like on the tarot cards, the fool, stepping off the cliff, taking that leap of faith. Maybe you would want to choose the jokester mask. Put it on. Think about it, tell your dream, and find out what the truth is. So we have to take another break. When we come back, Reverend Carolyn, we're going to ask you what your concept of mysticism is. And then we're going to ask you the same question, Reverend Maria. Don't go away. We're going to be right back. You're listening to Dreaming Healing on Dream Vision 7 Radio Network. I'm your host, Kat Kanavos.
That every word you speak matters. What you say and how you say it can make or break a relationship or shift the outcome of any situation. Are your conversations making a difference? Faith in God, gratitude, authenticity, and giving are Teresa Velarde's heart. It's in this spirit that she's focused on making a difference in the lives she's blessed to touch. Conversations That Make a Difference is now on syndicated Dream Vision 7 Radio Network every Tuesday at 5 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time, with live call-in shows every first and third Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Darkest hours to brightest moments, transformation from despair to happiness, and chaos to clarity. Real people, real pain, real healing. Life-threatening illness, death, abusive relationships, divorce, and overcoming addiction are challenges these men and women faced head-on. See how they emerged stronger and happier. Buy the new book, Chaos to Clarity, Sacred Stories of Transformational Change by Reverend Patricia Caginello and Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Available on sacredstoriespublishing.com and worldwide through Amazon and other retailers.
Are miracles real? Can you move from mayhem to miracles? 30 prominent authors say yes as they share their high fives and down lows of challenges, abuse, addiction, and love. Experience hope, the magic elixir of miracles, through the personal stories of New York Times bestselling authors James Redfield, Dr. Bernie Siegel, Sister Jenna, Reverend Temple Hayes, and many more. If you like bestsellers, Chaos to Clarity, and Crappy to Happy, you'll love crying and laughing through Mayhem to Miracles. Sacred Stories of Transformational Hope, available now on Amazon and in bookstores worldwide.
Why are we here? How can we be happy? Questions asked from millennials to boomers. Crappy to Happy, Sacred Stories of Transformational Joy answers them using true stories of grit, grace, and love. James Redfield, author of The Celestine Prophecy, wrote in the foreword, "This book is a seminar about emerging truths and offers grounded solutions through the art of the comeback." Dr. Bernie Siegel, a contributing author, wrote, "Bodies die, but spirits and consciousness survive and recycle." So, grab some tissues, open your book, and prepare to cry and laugh till it heals. Crappy to Happy by Reverend Ariel Patricia and Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos. Available from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and booksellers worldwide.
This is Dream Vision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Kathleen O'Keefe Kanavos, aka Kat, the Queen of Dreams, and we have some incredible ministers from Unity, First Unity, St. Petersburg, Florida, with us. And we're talking about Women's Mystic Spirit Expressing, which is an event that we are going to be doing in December. And we'll talk about that more at the end, so that if you want to, you can join us. We would love to join us. All of you who are listening, come and play. And I am getting your messages. Yes, I am. Ladies, someone wants to know, does law of attraction really work? So we have to make sure we get that in before we close. But let's go back to Reverend Carolyn. Reverend Carolyn, what does mysticism mean to you?
Well, for me, like I say, I was always receiving messages and writing my whole life. And for me, being a mystic, I always thought that well, that's not me. I can't be a mystic. That's somebody else. But a mystic can be anybody that just gets quiet and allows the source to speak to them in the quiet. So you really just have to allow yourself the opportunity to listen, and anyone can be a mystic.
Great. So let's just skip to what our audience wants to hear. I've got all these questions written out, but when they start sending me questions, I throw mine out the window. Those of you who have taught class and had lesson plans, some days you just take your lesson plan, throw it in the trash can, and teach what the classroom wants to hear. So they want to know about law of attraction. Does it really work? And I know that we just finished up 6 weeks of Unity Spirit Expressing, why our spirit expresses, why it's important. And law of attraction was a very big part of that. So I'm just going to go all the way around. I'm going to start with Reverend Serena. Reverend Serena, does law of attraction work? Do you believe it works?
Yes, I do. I think it's a part of the universal spiritual laws that are always in place. And I've witnessed it, experienced it in my life. I've experienced it in the lives of my clients. So yes, I believe it does. I could go into stories and stories of times and things that have, changed in my life because I have put what I wanted out there. I have continued to hold steady in knowing that it was there and here for me. And I have found too that when I raise my vibration to match the vibration of it, what it is I'm saying I want in my life, because I have come to find out that it's sitting there vibrating here already. It's me who needs to raise my vibration or expand my vibration to match that vibration in a way that draws both and together like magnets.
I love that. Mm-hmm. You can put that in your law of attraction toolbox, audience. That was great. Raise your vibration for the law of attraction. I love that tip. So let's go with you, Reverend Maria. Do you believe law of attraction can work, or are these just pretty words that people have just been throwing around for a while?
Law of attraction is always working, whether we want to admit it or not. We are always attracting, as Reverend Serena said, our frequency. So we are all energy, and we have different layers and levels of frequency. I love, when Einstein said you cannot solve a problem at the state of where you are at the problem. I always call it going into your upper room, the higher chamber, because that's the higher frequency. Usually we practice meditation to go into silent mind. Silent mind opens our soul and doors to listen, to hear. But also when we're in that space, as we're embracing what it is that we're desiring, and we're in that space, it's actually, we're not creating anything, by the way, we're realizing it. It's already there. When you can understand the concept that we live in an infinite universe, and that source, infinite spirit, loves us, when you get that, you're always attracting, and you watch your words, your frequency, feelings, even your energetic feelings, because if you're feeling sad or upset about something, that vibration is going out just like your words, and you'll get it back. So watch not only words, what you're seeing, what you're saying, what you're hearing, what you're feeling. And it's a practice. I like to tell everybody, it's wonderful because you start noticing you have parking angels. Remember the parking angel stories? I'm around people and they say, man, you have dental angels and you have car angels. I'm like, I guess, I don't know. So I did not have a Zoom angel tonight, or maybe I did.
But she finally brought you on.
I'd get on and get bounced off. I'm like, okay, what's, but it's it's really a matter of being gentle and practicing. I tell everybody that it's a practice. We don't walk on water on this third dimension. We're not going to get there, but we sure do have fun getting there. We sure do.
I love that. I love that. And I believe we're all born with spirit guides and guardian angels. We're their job. They take that job very seriously. And when you call on them and you say, parking angel, I have to get a parking spot right now, I'm going to be late. And you see somebody walking toward their car and you know, all those other cars behind you waiting, you're going to get that space. So yes, they hear you. They manage to manipulate and that synchronicity. For instance, our Women's Mystical Spirit Expressing is December 11th and 12th. The numbers 11, 12, and 12, 12. Did anybody realize that our event was going to be 12, 12? Those power numbers, those mystical numbers, unbelievable. So Reverend Carolyn, tell us what your feelings are about the law of attraction. Do you really believe they exist?
I do. And I've seen them work where I'm in an angry or upset situation and I attract what I don't want. So you have to watch what you attract. And I have to say that I was taught something that I hope that I can remember when I need it the most. And that is whatever it is that you're trying to attract, you have to feel the feeling of having already received it. So picture yourself, if say it's a new car, picture yourself driving that new car down the road. Feel what it feels like to be riding in that new car. Feel that feeling of having already received whatever it is you're asking for. That's how you attract that to you, whether it's someone to love, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new car. Feel the feeling of that. And that's how you get that feeling around you to attract more of that to you.
Oh, thank you. Believe it or not, our hour is over. Can you believe how fast this hour went? It's just amazing. So very quickly, Reverend Serena, will you tell our audience how they can find out about the Women's Mystical Spirit Expressing event on 12/12? I'm just going to say 12/12 so they remember when it is.
Well, it is 12/11 Saturday and 12/12, both days, 9:30 to 5:30 p.m. And it is at First Unity Spiritual Campus, 460 46th Avenue North. And that zip code is 33703. And our website is firstunity.org. And we have drop-down lists. So go to our event schedule. You'll see it there. You can click on the name of the event. It'll take you to our page for the event. And there will also be a place to click to purchase your tickets. And if you have other questions, the phone number is 727-527-2222.
Excellent. Thank you, ladies, so much for being with us tonight. And we must honor, cherish, and celebrate and share our innate female power. And so we will be doing just that during this 2-day event. Until next time, remember, everybody dreams, but some dreams save lives. Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Kat.
Night. Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you for joining us this evening. And a big thanks to our producer. Tune in next time to Dreaming Healing for more cutting-edge research, live dream interpretations, and stories with radio host and award-winning author Kat Kanavos. Listen every Tuesday at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Time with call-in live shows on the first and third evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific Time on syndicated Dream Vision 7 radio network. Remember, everyone dreams, but some dreams save lives. Live your dreams. Find more about Kat at KathleenO'KeefeKanavos.com. That's Kathleen with a K. OKEEFEKANAVOS. Or The Queen of Dreams on Google search.
This is Dream Vision 7 Radio Network, uniting mankind with universal love. Our shows are created from the heart, bringing each listener to a place of divine enlightenment. Breathe, relax, and enjoy. Let life flow.